Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games, practice game design. We're back with Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts!
Last we left off, we just beat the Trick Master?
The Trick Master, yeah.
Yes, I remember.
I really hate the Trick Master too. I'm my least favorite. Oh, we have to go all the way around, but that's actually okay.
I mean, you could just like...
Yeah, but we should probably do this one next. We're going to need some of the spells from there.
That's fair.
So.
Oh, you can't just like go from your current spot and like set a course to the next zone?
Not that I know. If I can, I've been playing this game entirely wrong the whole time.
What happens if you select it? Is it just like, you need to go to Traverse Town first?
I don't know if it lets me, but we're going to pick up some potions in Traverse Town.
Oh, I mean, that's fair.
Am I out of potions? I don't remember. I used a lot of potions during the last fight. So basically, we're trying to play a game without having to grind too much. That's kind of the goal of this playthrough.
Yeah, I mean, you chose the the route that probably requires grinding the most.
grinding, but you know, it's fine.
At least you're not playing on pro mode?
Oh, proud
mode, yeah.
No, I would die.
Although you've definitely convinced me that this is a game that I want to pick up and just play on my own time.
You absolutely should.
There's so many good games though. Like I want to play Sonic Mania and.
Oh yeah, you know I've been hearing really good things about Sonic Mania. Like really, really good things.
It sounds like my jam, man.
I know, right? And one of my buddies has, and he's been playing it, and it's solid. Oh, probably all of you who don't know yet. My lovely buddy Chris here is going to be on my groomsman at my wedding, along with everyone's favorite Nathan.
He gave me a
Wedgers card. So instead of Avengers, we went like that because I'm a huge nerd.
I'm part of the club.
Yeah, it's part of the club. It's going to be a good club. We'll definitely be talking about my wedding as we go through, though, because it's kind of a big part of the next 8 months of my life.
Yeah, man. Well, it's one of the weird things about like running a show like this where we record every week.
Yeah, right? You just all of a sudden you're like, wow, my life is running fast.
Yeah, you have a like an archive of your life,
which I'm kind of happy about.
It's a little unsettling. Like I've been going back and watching a bunch of GDPG lately, and I realized how tired I've been on a lot of episodes.
Yeah, I saw you posting on Facebook about it, and I'm surprised it posted about, man, Tony totally fell asleep during that episode.
Oh, there were. I mean, that was the day. Those were the times that you were working like 3 jobs and still recording.
Yeah, but you know, now I'm back down to just one.
So like when you fell asleep on Frambeau.
Oh, yeah, that's one where like I totally fell asleep.
You 100% fell asleep.
It's not like I zoned out for a second. No, I fell the fuck asleep.
But I mean, shout out to anyone that's been watching our videos for as long as they have and been sticking through us, like, getting super tired.
Kind of mini question of the day. Or not mini question, but mini thought of the day. Who's been, post how long you been watching the show for? I'd be interested to see, like, if we have any, like, really long members.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people come in and out. Which I understand. I do that with shows that I watch on YouTube
Yeah, right,
too,
exactly.
Where it's like I'll binge watch them for like 5 months and then just kind of like stop watching them altogether.
You just kind of out. You know, I did that.
And then but I usually come back at some point to be like, I have so much more to catch up on now.
Yes, I'm not getting a gift after setting 3. What the hell is that about? I'm supposed to get something from it. I thought.
Well, you just didn't.
I found 6. Maybe I don't get anything after 6.
I would assume that it's like every 10 or every 9.
Well, every 9 or something, because they do it in 3s. Fine. Fine.
Unless it's just like a random chance.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, there's a set amount to it. Make sure you get 99, guys. Maybe play this game. If there's one thing you need to do during this playthrough, you get all 99 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
We'll even make an episode about it because I won't be able to get them all until I have more things later in the game. So we'll definitely dedicate an episode to me getting the rest of the Dalmatians because we need that.
I feel like suddenly everything's a lot easier to see.
Yeah,
we didn't change anything.
We had some really rough settings last week, and unless we were just like really drunk or something.
No. It came through on the capture too. It was difficult to see on the episode. And I didn't tweak it because it would have blown out the areas that were bright too much.
Right. It would have been like, oh my god, are we in heaven?
Yeah, and I didn't want to hurt people's eyes. You shouldn't have to wear sunglasses to watch this.
We're already hurting their ears. So at this point...
Well, if it gets bad again, let's, like, actually modify things in the game settings.
Yeah, no, it's looking pretty good, though. I didn't even think about that till you said something.
I only thought about it because I just went through the episodes and I was like...
We're editing them.
Yeah, it was dark.
Oh, so dark. Oh, it's so dark.
So, We beat Wonderland.
Yes,
we beat the Trickmaster.
Yes, sir.
The only reason to go back there is to get little secrets that we can't get.
It's to get the Keyblade later. Really,
okay.
But
does that require like a Trinity thing?
It requires the White Trinity, which is one of the last ones you get.
Oh wow!
So we're not going to go back to Wonderland for a little bit.
Is this one of those games where it's like it kind of encourages the player to not backtrack until they've gotten everything and then they go re-explore?
In some cases, yes, absolutely.
Do you think that it's better to encourage that behavior, or would it be better to encourage the player to continuously just jump back and forth and kind of explore things continuously?
That's a good question. I feel like I'd prefer there be some kind of like knowledge, like, hey, you can't reach this area later until you have this. But at the same time, this game does it so fluidly. Because you can just tell, you're like, I can't reach that with jump. I'm gonna need like the double jump skill or the high jump skill.
Right.
Or the gliding skill, you know?
My only problem with that style of design is that to some players, that's like, oh, well, I'll come back here after I get the double jump specifically, and then when they go back, they find out, oh, well, I also need the White Trinity, and then you're just like,
and then all of a sudden you're like, I
going
just
back to
time.
Yeah, like you keep going back to the level like 10 times.
That's fair. And the creatures really don't. The monster, the Heartless don't get any stronger usually.
I mean, that in a way is a benefit to the design. Like, sure, it's not challenging, but it means that they're not going to soak up your time.
That's fair. The only place that ever like increases in level is this place.
I mean, that makes sense because
you come back. This is the main hub, and then technically, the Coliseum, because those are Coliseum fights. It's not really like an area.
I mean, and
so like, of course, it's gonna get harder.
Yeah, that's arena style design anyway, so it just makes sense.
Open already? No, they're not open yet.
Yeah, and I guess on the inverse, like games that the other style of design, so like if they expect you to just like keep bouncing back and forth between areas and just like slowly explore, the other style of design that usually allows that is if you could get everything right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like you don't need special abilities, like you don't need a double jump, you just need to like explore more.
Right.
My only issue with that style is that for players like me, I refuse to move on to the next level
until you've done as much as you can do.
Everything.
Yeah, this game doesn't do that.
In both cases, it still ultimately comes down to it is a flaw in the player's behavior. So it's like it's my fault that I'm ruining the experience for myself.
But at the same time, you're like,
it's the responsibility of the designer to encourage behaviors that will offer a better experience.
Right, exactly.
Not totally the designer's fault, but they're still a part of that process. That's the only reason why I like pose these questions.
Well, because there's definitely a duality to it, right? It's not like there's one right or wrong answer. It's just like a lot of it's preference based. Really, most of it. Most of these questions are preference based.
And it's a weird thing that to me that players will more likely soil an experience for themselves if they are allowed to, than choose not to. Huh?
Like, you go that far, you can't depart there.
That's weird. I mean, like, it makes sense since it forces you to do the gummy ship thing.
Right.
But, like, why can't I just, like, queue 2 gummy ship transitions?
Right, like, why can't we just bypass?
Well, I mean, we can bypass eventually once we can teleport.
Well, yes.
But
that's not for a little while yet.
I just think that they should have a queuing system. Like, if we know that we don't want to stop at Traverse Town,
we should just be like, okay, here we go.
Exactly. I think avoiding the load sequence.
No, you don't have to go into Traverse Town. You can just continue from Traverse Town. Like, you can, like, when you get to that little screen that's Traverse Town, you can depart again.
So it doesn't have to actually load anything.
No, you don't have to go in the town. I just did that because I wanted to get some potions and drop off some Dalmatians.
That's a good compromise then, I guess. It's not so bad.
No. Could be worse, could be better, you know. Kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The other thing is I feel like after a while, these gummy ship things become very tedious in the game.
Well, I think that's why it was important that they created a teleporting system.
Yeah, and that's why, like, I'm okay if Kingdom Hearts 3
didn't have gummy ships.
Focus as hard on them, and I'm like one of the very few, and I'll admit it, I know I'm one of the very few, but I just don't care. I know that sounds so bad, but I just...
Yeah, I think there are a couple of ways to take it right. I think the gummy ship as a system in the game feels like an outlier.
Yeah, right.
It's fun, but it's not essential to make the design of the game work.
Right, and it's not, and in a way, I think that's their benefit. At least they didn't make you be like, oh, to get like all the keyblades or something, you need to do like, you know, you need to get all these perfect runs here, because then you're just chasing some, you know.
Yeah, I guess to me the better way of handling these like the gummy ship transitions would be to have a different type of mini game in between each transition.
Yeah, right. I feel like
because that way it's switching up the mechanics. Like they do switch up things in the gummy ship challenges, like new enemies or new things to find.
Right. No, absolutely.
But having a variety of challenges helps it from feeling redundant too quickly.
Oh yeah.
Plus, it's like once you've done it, maybe it would be best to just let you bypass it.
Right. Like once you've done it once, just let me fast travel.
Yeah. The downside there is that if the game needs you to collect those parts in order to get a better ship, then you start missing out on that, and then it requires the player to grind at a certain point. It's a finicky balance.
It really is, and I feel like there's not really a good answer always to it. It's just kind of like, okay, we're just gonna do.
Yeah. The arena's in this level, isn't it?
The arena is in this level. You are correct.
Man, they let you get the arena really early.
You'll see.
Boop, boop. Mithril shard.
Yes, the Mithril.
Mithril. You're gonna go fight Sephiroth?
Yeah. First thing I'm gonna do when I get fight friggin' Sephiroth.
Do you think that there are any? I mean, there's got to be at least one person out there that's been able to just like.
Area? Is that when I have to do it? Damn.
Burning Brightly.
I thought Blizzard was gonna do it. I'm pretty sure Blizzard.
You have to like put out the flame to get water.
No, yeah, water is not a spell in this one.
No.
they don't want to go that complicated. They're just like, we'll give you the basics, then we'll give you gravity, because why not?
Do you think that there's a player there that has, like, Sephiroth rushed? Like, do you think that's a speedrun type?
Oh, God. I just don't know if there's a good way to Sephiroth rush.
Well,
you know?
Sephiroth could be beaten at level 1. You could technically beat him. You just have to be so good at dodging and defending and, you know, timing your strikes. It would be like a 3-hour fight because you'd be dealing like no damage to him.
Like literally no damage.
Is there a condition in this game for... Because there's defense as a stat, right?
There's an attack stat.
Well, like a defense stat too?
Mm-hmm.
So like, is there a condition of like, if defense is higher than attack, do you still always deal a minimum of 1 damage, or can you deal 0 damage?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because if you can deal, if it does give you at least a minimum of 1, then technically, yeah, you could do a Sephiroth rush.
Yeah, right.
But if he has 3,000 or 10,000 health,
yeah, right.
then that's 10,000 hits. Man, that'd be a cool speedrun to see, though. I should look into that.
Yeah, right. That'd be wild.
Too heavy. When have you been such a little? Oh, wrong guy. What are you doing here? This here's the world famous Coliseum. Heroes only.
I always like this guy.
Oh yeah, Phil's great.
For the games, so run along, pipsqueaks. Look, it's like this. Heroes are coming from all over to fight ferocious monsters right here in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
You say it, Donald. Except you never heal me.
The real hero chosen by the Keyblade.
Hero? That front?
Mm-hmm.
What's so funny? I fought a bunch of monsters.
Hey, if you can't even move this, you can't call yourself the hero.
Love this.
Okay, so it takes.
Starts throwing up like.
Well, let's see what you can do.
Whoa. That hand and arm joint is like separating.
Yeah, I know. So I think we're about time, right?
Yeah, actually, we're at the 3, 2, 1 officially time.
Oh, look at that. All right. So question of the day.
Question of the day. Why does Goofy run like that?
Why is he not stopped? I'm going to get there, guys.
I'm going to get there. Question of the day. I feel like we've already asked about the gummy ship transition.
We have.
How about, let's ask about the style of design between...
having to go back to places? Like...
returning to previous zones.
Yeah.
What's a good way to formulate that, though? I don't want to be generic and be like, what do you like more? Maybe more like... So Kingdom Hearts specifically uses the style of design that encourages you to get everything before you start returning back to the zone. So maybe what would be a good way of getting the player to go back to previous zones before they get everything?
Yes.
And making sure that it doesn't feel like the player's wasting their time.
What's a good indicator almost? Like what would be a good what's a good way to indicate that you have to come back later to get this?
Yes. Yeah, okay, I dig that.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't done that. Also, comment on the question of the day and your own thoughts on Kingdom Hearts, your own personal playthroughs, and all that fun jazz.
And if you haven't yet, check out our Facebook page. We post a lot of little fun videos there, and that's...
Like, there's a great one
where you can
on
support
there.
us.
Look up the Armello one, please.
Tony's a big fan of that one.
Please do. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.